Good morning, students. I will start with the class. The yesterday's problems were solved based on first principle. Okay, so this is totally different now. This will be based on standard derivatives. So I had given you all one table. Okay, to remember all the formulae. Because if you don't know those formulae, you cannot go ahead with the chapter. Those who have still not by hearted can at least refer if you all have written on the notebook for today's problems. Okay, but make sure then you'll know it. So the first, just quickly, only the constant part. If it's a plain number, then the derivative is 0. And one more main formula which we'll be using is x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1. Any plain number, then its derivative is 0. And if it is in the form of x raised to any number, then the formula is n x raised to n minus 1. This you have done in 11th standard. Okay, so we'll start with the problems. First one, basic ones. Find, it comes like this, find derivative or dy by dx or differentiate. Okay, it means the same, find derivative or find dy by dx or differentiate. First question is, these are for simple this revision of formulae. Okay, so we have to, this is a function given, we have to find a derivative. So now derivative means you have to write it as dy by dx. Okay, now even if there are many terms, as long as there is plus and minus sign, you don't have to worry. Okay, you can directly differentiate all the terms. Only when there's a multiplication sign between two terms, you have to follow a different method, that is u into v. That will come across later, but as long as there is plus and minus, directly you can differentiate all the terms. So now the first is x raised to 5. So you have to locate in which form it is. This is in the form of x raised to n, the number. Okay, so what is derivative of x raised to n? You should know now the formula. So as per the formula, it is n x raised to n minus 1. So it will be 5 x raised to, straight away you can write 4. Now second one, 2 raised to x. It is what? Number raised to x. Number raised to x is this. Now check in the table what is the derivative of a raised to x. It is nothing but a raised to x log a. So what will be the answer? 2 raised to x log 2 minus. So you just have to compare it with the table which I have given and accordingly write its answers. This coefficient, if is there, no problem, just write it as it is 5. So then check what is derivative of log x. 1 by x given to you. So just write the answer 1 by x. Then what is derivative of sin x? Cos of x. Then 9 e raised to, derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x only. So all what you have to know is the table properly, huh? Then you can write directly the answers. So it's like I have to remember the table, see which case it is fitting in, and write accordingly its answers. So I found a derivative of the this y. Second one, you can attempt. Okay, before starting to solve the second one, always make sure there should be nothing there at the denominator while writing the finding the derivative. If it is 1 upon x raised to minus 4, no, always take it up in the next step and write it as x raised to minus 4. Same way, root of x means how much? Power, it will be nothing but x raised to half. See, this is, don't directly differentiate. I'm not finding dy by dx. First, I'm trying to simplify this so that nothing is left at the denominator. So I'm writing the question again only. X raised to 4, take it to the numerator. So it will become x raised to minus 4. Then minus 7. Now this is root x. Remember that root x means always what? X raised to half. Same way, cube root of x means how much? X raised to 1 by 3. Same way, if this is 4, this will be 1 by 4, that way. Okay. So x raised to half, it was like this, correct? So when you take it to the numerator, what will happen is, it will become x raised to minus half. This is 5 sec of x plus, now cube root, what did I tell you? It is nothing but 1 by 3. So it will be like this. I will directly write one step, otherwise everything I'll have to write again. So this is what? X raised to 5 raised to 1 by 3. So when you multiply, what you'll get is x raised to 5 by 3. This step I've skipped and directly written here. Cube root I've written as 1 by 3. And then 5 into 1 by 3 is 5 by 3. So now it is clear that everything is come in numerator. Now you can find dy by dx. So 6, keep it at the side only. 6 is like a coefficient, don't worry. And never make this fellow 0. Huh? This is along with someone else. Only if it was single 6 with nothing, then the answer would have been 0. So 6, keep like that only. This is in the form of x raised to n. So it will be n x raised to n minus 1. Okay, use the formula x raised to n x raised to n minus 1. Same way, this is minus, already there. Now this one, what is the value of n over here? Minus 4. So it will be n x raised to n minus 1. Only thing is n value is minus 4. So same thing it will follow. Minus 7. Again, n value is how much? Minus half now. X raised to n minus 1. So everywhere apply the formula n x raised to n minus 1. Then minus 5. What is derivative of sec of x? Minus sec x 10x. And the last one, just write here, n 5 by 3 x raised to 5 by 3 minus 1. 5 by 3 x raised to 5 by 3 minus 1. So whenever it is in the form of x raised to n, apply n x raised to n minus 1. And this is fixed. Derivative of sec x is, if you can check in the table, is nothing but sec of x 10x. Plus it is, no? Cosec it will be minus. And now simplify. Anyone not understanding, having some doubt, then please ask. So this will be 6 x square. Okay, like this. Minus into minus will give you plus. I'll directly write this. 6 into 3 will give you 18. Okay, so x raised to 2. Minus into minus will give me plus. This will be x raised to minus 5, minus 4, minus 1. Next, minus into minus plus. So 7 upon 2 x raised to cross multiply. So minus half minus 1. When you cross multiply, it will be minus 3 by 2. Minus 5 sec x 10x plus 5 by 3 x raised to, just do it in the rough work or directly can do 5 minus 3. So it will be 2 upon 3. So this will be your dy by dx answer. Okay, so this I've just cross multiplied. This is the third one. This is 50. Huh? Now, if you want, I have directly given in the table 1 by x is nothing but derivative is minus 1 by x square. If you want, you can remember this straight away. Derivative of 1 by x minus 1 by x square. Or if you forget this, then what you can write it as 53. When you take it to the numerator, it will become what? X raised to minus 1. Okay, now you take the derivative. dy by dx will be, so what will be the derivative of 50? Can anyone tell me?
Zero. No.
Yeah, yeah. So it will be 0, because no matter how big the number is, as long as there is no x, nothing attached to it, if it is a single plain number, directly derivative of constant is 0. Then this is value is 3, x raised to n value is -1. So it will become x raised to -1 -1. 4 times 3 by 2, x raised to 3 by 2 -1. Cot x is minus cos x. Derivative of cot x is minus cos x. So already minus is there out. Okay. Now simplify and write. So this will be minus into this. So minus 3 x raised to -2. 4 will cancel. So this will be 2. 6 raised to 1 by 2. 3 minus 2 plus minus into minus. So this will be cos x square x. This you can take it to the denominator and write it as upon x square. Instead of if you had written minus by x square also, answer would have been the same. So either you remember by heart what is derivative of 1 by x, or you can do this method and still you will get the answer. Okay, then you can write the same thing. So this will be your answer. So anyone having doubts in the basic substitution, these are the direct formulas, without any logic, nothing, direct. You have to apply the table formula. Now we'll quickly revise based on u into v. So this will be multiplication. Okay, so very important, you will come across u into v many times. So what to do when there's a multiplication sign? So there's a formula which I've given to you on the first page, or even 11th standard you all must have done. If y is equal to u into v, u and v are just to know that this is one function and this is one function. If there's a multiplication in the middle, when you are finding derivative, it is not like derivative of u into derivative of v. If you write like this, you'll get a big 0. You cannot directly separate. If it is plus, I told you, you can apply derivative straight away to all the terms, plus and minus, you can split. But for multiplication, you cannot directly write like this, derivative of this into derivative of v. So the formula you have to follow is dy by dx is, write u as it is without writing its derivative. Then take derivative of the second one. Then middle sign is plus. Then write v. And then take derivative of the first one. Means what? Write the first term as it is. The derivative of second one. Write the second term as it is. Take derivative of first one. So give both chance. Okay, one time this one time the other one. So based on this formula, we will solve problems. So y is nothing. If they don't give also y, that means you have to assume that is equal to y. This whatever. Find a derivative of this they have asked. So we have to find derivative of this function. So this is like y. So you can assume it to be y. Now, if there was plus sign, it would have been easy, no? What would have been the answer? Derivative of x cube would have been 3x square. And derivative of sin x would have been cos x. So this would have been the answer. But now it is not plus, so it is multiplication. So you have to follow this method. So write x cube as it is. Okay, so that will be, then take the derivative of sine x of the second term. Then write the second term as it is and take derivative of first term. So this is like u and this is like v. So u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. Now write answer. Nothing, don't do anything to this one. Huh? Don't take the derivative of this, only second term. So x cube write as it is and check in the table what is derivative of sine x. So that will be cos x. Same way, sine x as it is. What will be the derivative of x cube? Nothing but 3 x raised to n minus 1. 3 minus 1 will give you square. So this will be your answer. Don't multiply 3 inside the sine x. Huh? Don't make it as 3x raised to 4. You cannot multiply this like this. So it will be x cube cos x. Write it first. 3x square sine x. So this will be your answer. Anyone did not understand how u into v has been used? Okay, second one. X square minus x plus 4 into x minus 1. I am doing the basics all over again because this is very important to solve the further problems. If you don't know the basics, then you will struggle later on with higher order derivatives. So even those who know it is just like a practice for you all. Just keep patience for one class, then we'll do normal problems. Okay, so second one is this. So there's a multiplication sign. So this is like u and the second term is v. So at least write this way, you can do u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. So you have to know this formula, that's it. So dy by dx, so this is like your y. So dy by dx will be u as per this. First time I'm writing all this on. Later on, when you solve problems, you can directly write answer instead of writing this step. Now for you all to later, when you all are revising and all, for you all to understand, I'm writing this step. So v into derivative of u. So this will be right as it is. Take derivative of this one. There's no multiplication inside. So what you can do straight away, derivative is what? Derivative of x is 1. Please refer the table if those who are wondering what is going on. So derivative of x is 1. Derivative of constant plain number is 0. So x minus 1. Now answer derivative of x square will be 2x. It's like this. Minus 1 plus 0. So answer is x square minus x plus 4. You can multiply this inside. X into 2x square. X into minus 1 is minus x. Minus 2x. Minus into minus is plus. So I've opened up the bracket. So total will be x square comes together. Minus, minus, minus. So total minus 4x plus 5. So this will be our answer. This is simple, that simplification. This is important, how to take the derivative. Okay, so u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. Third one. Whenever there is a coefficient, never take it as third term. Don't consider this is like first, second, and third. 8 you can keep outside, okay, in the bracket, and apply formula for this two. So this will be u and this will be v. Don't take this as u, v, and w. Coefficient to be ignored. Keep him at the side only. Coefficient not to be considered as a term. So as per the formula, so dy by dx will be 8. I'm keeping at the side only, outside. Now I'm applying the formula u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. Okay, one time I wrote this, take the derivative, second time, and then write the answer. So what is derivative of cos x in the formula page? Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Again, I'm repeating, if I don't know the formula properly, or if you just don't study the formula, there's no point doing derivatives chapter. Okay, so please revise this formula again and again.
Sure. It is a x is to 5 now. That you have written only x.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this q into derivative, so this will be your answer. You can keep like this also, no problem. You can simplify, write minus first, and these numbers you can write first. That's fine. Fourth one. This root x log x. So now from this step onwards, I will stop writing this. Okay, d by dx. So to save time, what I'll have to do is, so this is u, and this is v. So this will be y. Now dy by dx I'm finding. So write u as it is, and instead of writing d by dx of log x, now you wrote, you have to find derivative of log x. So directly you know what is derivative of log x from the table. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. Then plus sign. Then log x you write as it is. And what is derivative of root x? Root x also formula you know from the table, 1 upon 2 root x. Okay, so this will be your answer. One more thing, I will try to tell you this also later on, again and again. It will come somewhere or the other. The moment you encounter any root x and x, okay, what to do is, you have to always simplify. This will come as root x upon x, correct? Don't keep it like this. X can always be splitted as root x into root x, correct? It's the same thing. X can be written as root into root, because root and root will cancel and make you x only back. So then this will cancel and the answer will be 1 upon root x. So remember like this. Don't have to do this simplification. What you can do straight away, if there's a root and x combination, the root will always go to the next one. Suppose if there was like this, 5 upon root 5. So answer would be directly this, you can imagine writing as root 5 into root 5 and one of that will cancel. So this will become root 5. So this also you can remember. No need to remember also. It's logic that you can always split this and cancel. Okay, so the answer will be what? 1 upon root x plus 1 by 2 root x log x. Okay, so these are small details which you should know. Fifth one, was you finished, can try. Okay, so what will be dy by dx? Nothing but x raised to 7. Derivative of 7 raised to x. 7 means number. Number means I've considered in this form. A raised to x form it is. Number raised to x. So derivative of number raised to x is a raised to x log a. So instead of a it will be 7. So derivative of this will be a raised to x log 7. Then plus 7 raised to x, derivative of x raised to 7. This was what? 7 raised to x was in this form. X raised to 7 is in which form? X raised to number. So derivative is nx raised to n minus 1. So 7 x raised to 7 minus 1 will be 6. Okay. So that will be your answer. 7 raised to x. 7 you can write first. 7 into 7 raised to x, x raised to 6. So u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. Okay, so this was based on u into v. Next will be based on u upon v. Okay, so when it is u upon v, the formula is, if you write like this again, this will be wrong. In spite of telling, I know students, they make these mistakes for final exams also, or even at the end of the year you'll forget, and then you write du by dv this directly. You find the derivative of this and you find the derivative of this and write the answer, but that is wrong. You cannot directly write. So there's a formula you have to follow. This is also these two formulae based on you. So dy by dx will be v, first you have to write v, then numerator. So denominator you write as it is, derivative of numerator. Here minus sign, u into derivative of the denominator upon v square. So this is the formula. V to derivative of u minus u into derivative of v upon v square. So the first problem is now there are students who will write the answer as 1. Why? Because sine of x upon x is 1. No? There's a lot of difference between and simple sine of x upon x. This is 1. Only in limits you will get the answer as 1 when you're solving limit, not in simple problems. So never write this as 1 and answer derivative is 0. Huh? And your marks also will be 0. This is wrong logic. Only if you are taking limit, sine of x upon x is 1. So remember that. So this is a basic function, sine of x upon x. So this is nothing but u and this is v. So this is u upon v form. So this is not equal to 1. So now we'll solve as per the formula dy by dx. Mute the phone, someone. X into v into derivative of sine x minus numerator into derivative of denominator. So it's like this, dx upon x, derivative of x upon v square. V is nothing but x. Okay, so what will be the answer? X, derivative of sine x is cos x minus, so derivative of x is 1. So this is the answer. X cos x minus sin x upon x square.
Sure.
Anyone having doubt in?
So is it required to write the formula
No.
directly
Later
write
on,
them?
yes. These are only now since I'm doing the basics, because later on the problem will be big enough that you don't have to write these steps. These steps formula will not at all count.
Okay.
All this, even this step will not matter. Directly you can write this answer. Second one you can attempt. If substitution you all are not understanding, I can understand. But if you are wondering from sin x how I got cos x, then that is your mistake, because you all have not studied the formula. Second one. So this entire term will be u and the entire denominator will be v. This is u, this is v. Now dy by dx will be v as it is, derivative of u minus u into derivative of okay upon v square. And now apply use. So answer will be x square plus 3x. Derivative of this will be 2 is already there and this will be 2x. Derivative of 1 is 0. Again x square will be 2x. 3 derivative of you can write directly answer as 3 also. Here also straight away you could write 4x. Okay, so this is later on substitution this simplification you can do. That's not the matter right now. This type problems are only for you all to understand how to apply the formula. So as we solve the main problem, that time we will simplify. Now you can keep as it is. Don't waste time on that. So now the logic was to get well versed with this formula. Third one goes on. Second problem, anyone having doubt can ask. Especially Pope John students, this chapter was done for a long back. So anyways, again now don't keep a hope that again it will be done in college or somewhere. Okay, so now only if you have doubts, get it cleared. Because she will not repeat that again. At least other colleges, those who have not started with this chapter, have hope that some doubt here then might get cleared there. But better to clear it now only. So this will be y is dy by dx will be 1 minus e raised to x derivative of numerator minus derivative of the denominator. This is v square. V into derivative of u minus u into derivative of v upon v square. Now start taking derivative of this. So derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x only. Then 0 minus e raised to x upon okay. Later you can open up the bracket and simplify. That's okay. Like this e raised to x minus into minus will give you plus. Then it's okay. So this way will be u upon v. Now there's one more type. I don't know whether it will be done in your college or what. There's small things, there's details which you should know. Question based on something like this, if it comes e raised to log, some function is there, or log of e raised to some function is there. Because in this question papers and all, it can come for 1 mark, this type logics. E raised to some function is there, some log function or log raised to e. If e raised to log is there, no, straight away remember e and log will always cancel. Okay, e raised to power is there, log, it will always cancel, and answer will directly get it as f of x. Same way, if log e raised to f of x is there, so what this can be written as, anytime the power is there, no, you can always remove it out. You know that as per the logarithmic this. So what this can be written as f raised to f of x log e. And what is log e? Nothing but 1. This value is 1. So answer will be f of x only. So what it means is, in short, e and log combination is there, answer will be straight away f of x. Log e combination is there, straight away answer will be f of x. So first one, e raised to log x. So looking at this, it looks very complicated, see. And it can come, this type can come for only 1 mark, okay? So you cannot use some long method by taking logs on both the sides and solve for 1 mark problem. So as per the logic, e and log combination is there, so it will cancel out. Don't like this cancel now. It will be straight away x raised to 4, okay? E and log will go and it will be x raised to 4. And now take the derivative. So dy by dx will be 4x cube. So that will be your answer. You can try this. Again, I'm repeating, e and log combination is there, e is to log power, it will automatically cancel, and whatever is there will come here, and then you can take the derivative. So y will be, e raised to log will cancel, this will be 1 by x. Now take the derivative. So what will be this? Y can be written as always power, you can always bring it at the side, and whatever is there, you can always take it as the power also in log functions. So this will be 2x raised to 5. And then it will be log e, that will be value 1. And then take the derivative. So it will become, that answer will be 10x raised to 4. E raised to 3 log x. In this case, you cannot directly cancel. Huh? So E and log should be a combination. There should be no number between. Then you cannot cancel. Huh? So what you have to do is try to get rid of this 3. Then only you can cancel out E and log. In between there's a 3. So what you can do, I told you, any coefficient is there, will always, when you take it inside a log function, it will become as the power. So it will be e raised to log, first write like this, x cube. This had come in this last year's paper for 1 mark. Derivative of this, e raised to log x cube. First take the power up, and then e and log will cancel. And so y will be x cube. And then take the derivative. Okay. So these are the problems based on e raised to this. Even if this was like this, no, e raised to log sin x, still e and log will cancel. Answer will be sin x, and then derivative will be cos x. So even if it's a trigonometric function, you can still cancel e and log. You can consider this as fifth one. Okay, now coming to the main part, that is the composite functions. Some of them had only up till here 11th standard. They did not have composite functions. They will find it slightly difficult now. Okay, so there's something called as chain rule. If y is a function of u and u is function of v, this is only for the sake of giving, huh? They don't ask for exam. Then dy by dx is du upon dv, and then dv by dx. No need to by heart, nothing. Just to tell you, if there's a function and there's one more function, then 2 times you have to take the derivative. The logic is that if there's a function of a function, you take first time derivative and then take another derivative. So as we solve the problems, you will understand. Okay, so we'll start with this. Now, if it was simple function, y is equal to sin x. These are the standard derivatives. If you see in your table, only x is a simple x. So what would be the answer? Derivative of sin x would be cos x. So this would be straight away answer. Why this was done? Because it is normal. X standard derivative is only like this. Sin of x, then the derivative is cos x. But now if you notice, it is not a simple plain x. There's something else in this in place of x. Now whenever there's a bracket, imagine this as x only. Consider this was x. So what would be the answer? Dy by dx would have been cos of that. Okay. As per the standard formula, what it is? Sin of x is cos x. So same way, sin of 2x plus 3 is cos of 2x plus 3. But this was not plain x. So whenever it is not plain x, always take extra derivative of what was there inside. So derivative of 2x plus 3. So if whatever is there inside the bracket, that's one extra derivative you have to take. So cos of 2x plus 3. And now what is the derivative of 2x? Nothing but 2. Derivative of x is 1. Derivative of 3 is 0. So your answer will be 2 cos of 2x plus 3. Never multiply this 2 inside. Don't make it 6. It is wrong. Always whenever you get any number, bring it first and keep. So again, I'm going to repeat. Sine of something. I always used to study like this. Sine of something, whatever may be it. Okay, that something could be x. Sine of something is what? Cos of something. And then its derivative of that. So whatever it may be, its derivative you have to take. Okay, so this will be the answer. Anyone having doubt in the first one, please ask. Did not understand. Now we will solve. So this is like a x, correct? That something is like just x. So it is in the form of what, like x raised to 5. Ignore this, whatever is inside the bracket, it is in the form of x raised to 5. So what would be the answer for x raised to 5 derivative? 5 x raised to 4. Okay. So what it will be? Dy by dx will be 5 x raised to 4. And then extra derivative of whatever is there inside the bracket. So anytime something extra than x, other than x is there inside the bracket, first solve it by logic method, normal. Consider this to be x, the whole thing, what is there inside the bracket to be x. So x raised to 5 is how much? X raised to 4, 5x raised to 4 into extra derivative of this. And then find the answer. So this will be 3, that will be 0. So overall answer will be 15, 3x plus 4 raised to 4. 3 will get multiplied to 5 and it will become 15. 3/7 it is. Okay, so this is considered to be y. Now, again I told you, bracket whatever is there, assume it to be x. So answer is x, like it is considered to be x raised to 3/7. So as per the derivatives, what is the answer? N x raised to n minus 1. So instead of x, it is this bracket. So what will be the logic? N, this whole thing, raised to n minus 1. But was it simple x? No. So take extra derivative of whatever is there inside the bracket. No need to write this step. Those who are okay can directly write the answer. Instead of writing this step and then writing the answer, straight away you can take derivative of this and write here. So answer will be
3/7
ax square. How much you got the power?
a plus b minus 4/7.
Minus 4/7. And then this will be
2a plus b
2ax plus b. And this will be anyway 0. Okay, so that will be your answer. 2ax plus b. Okay, next one is, I tell you what is the difference. Then fifth one I will do like this. There's a lot of difference between these two things. Suppose if it is cos cube x and cos of x cube, then it is not the same. Okay. So first I will solve this. Whenever there's a cube between the cos and x, means it is same as like this. Remember that. This is same as cos of x raised to cube. Okay, so as per the logic, so it is in the form of something raised to cube. So it is like x, correct? Whatever is inside a bracket, I told you, assume it to be x. So it will look like this now, x cube. Now what will be the answer? 3 cos of x the whole square. Because it is in the form of x cube, so answer is 3x square. And then the derivative of whatever is the inside the bracket. Okay, so whenever it is a power, it is bracket, the whole cube. Then this you have to assume as x, then 3x square into derivative of cos x. And then you write the answer. So that will be as 3 cos. Later you can write square here also now. Cos square x into minus sin x will be your answer. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So this will be the answer. Once you get the answer, later you can bring the square here, or you can leave like this also. They will not cut marks. This is same as this. Writing here or here, it means the same. So whenever there is a power, so this will be taken as bracket, then 3 cos square x into derivative of cos x. So this is the fourth one. That last one I'll do, fifth one. I just want to make you know the difference. So fifth one, and write here. Now the bracket will go to this one only. It is x only. This cube belongs only to x. This cube was belonging to both the terms. That's why it was whole cube. Now it will be like this. Okay. And now bracket belongs to this. So it comes, this becomes your x now. Bracket is always to be assumed as x. Now cos of something, meaning cos of x, logic will be what? Minus sine x. So it is nothing but minus sine of x cube into derivative of whatever is there inside the bracket. Okay, so understanding the difference now, this is, if this is cube over here, it will belong only to x, and then it will be cos of something, that is sine of something into derivative of that something. So minus sine x cube into 3x square is the answer. Okay. So we'll stop this and the class here. I will just check for the attendance. 1 second.